Good morning, Roundtablers. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Roundtable. I am your girl, Shelly Ann, and joining me this morning is the gorgeous, boy, she look like her name this morning. Look, Barbie, what's going on? Like you're wearing the color and everything.
I'm wearing it, girl.
You're cute like a button, jizam. And of course, we have a special guest this morning, Tami. Help me, Tsansai. Miss, our name have silent letters. I don't know why. Of course, she is the editor of Rights and Culture. Welcome to the table. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good.
You look good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I love a woman who writes, you know. That means that she has things to say. Yes, ma'am. That's my people.
We're going to just leave it to her. It's your show this morning.
Of course, well, you know, lots of things going online, so let's go straight to it to check out what's going on in our social buzz.
Anywhere with it, we are support and we are carry that love and share that energy and that vibe. You know the thing, sir?
I am a Jamaican.
Of course, I'm going to play ball on Sunday.
I'm Jamaican. Of course, me look about my telewa.
I'm Jamaican. Of course, I'm gonna ask you for ready.
Come, girl.
Ready. Are you ready? Yes.
I'm Jamaican. Of course, mega dolly down.
Foreign pork ice. Yo, man, I yardy.
I'm Jamaican. Of course, I'm gonna put 2 crackers on my tea. You not make guests pick me up.
I'm Jamaican. Of course.
I am a Jamaican. Of course, I'm going to have everything with a side of callaloo.
Of course. I am a Jamaican. Of course, my bed at night time before I go on my bed and then get up on bed again in the morning.
As I said, morning, I'm a Jamaican. Of course, me drink tea every single morning.
Of course.
Of course, because Jamaicans know the dangers of gas and we have to bust it, busting. Quite so.
Yeah, man. Most
Of course, big up to all the Jamaicans representing Jamaica in Paris. We're looking forward to the excitement. Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
And right now, we got to go to the bag of things.
Good morning. So this is my bag of things. This was actually one of my birthday gifts.
Oh,
my friend gave it to me. My best friend gave it to me, Kira. Thank you, Kira. And it has my name. It's personalized, so it has my name, Barbie Ann, right here. And then it says, God says I am. And it has all of these words on here. It says family,
verses.
yes, and the Bible verse to go with each one. Strong, lovely, loved, redeemed. All of these really, really nice things. And I thought this was such a thoughtful gift. I really felt like this was a gift for me. It was so amazing. So I was really, really thankful for this. But this is my bag of things. So I think when we do stuff like this, when it's personalized, because she had to order it.
I was just about to say, when did she get that done? That's what I'm yes.
No, she had to actually order it. So it took some time for her to order it, get it done.
And it's quite lovely.
She really put some thought into it.
Yeah, man. That's a good gift giver.
Of course, you know, I cry. A very good gift
Very
giver.
good gift giver.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Oh boy, we see something hotter coming in the box. I wonder if any gifts in there for us. You know, I've been hinting that I need some food to come out of this box and nobody now came in. No man. Okay. Oh, it's a summer playlist and we have a big tune. Simple Things, Taurus Riley and Conscience. Big tune.
Things are your blessing. Simple things are your blessing.
Yes,
This is our time to sing.
No, I don't know if they want us to do any singing, you know, because unfortunately I left my good voice in my other dress. So I won't be able to participate in it.
She left.
Yes,
already.
Didn't leave any voice in the box for the rest of us, and Miss Kitty has aspirations to sing. So, you know, we are just going to sit here and speak. But yes, let's talk about gratitude this morning, because that's what I hear from that song. 6 simple things are my blessings. And you know what? I'm a very big fan of this attitude of being grateful, because I don't care where you are in life right now, there's always something to be grateful for. And having gratitude helps you to shape your perspective and helps you to understand that even in the face of a lot of adversity, there is still good things happening, and we should be grateful for all of it. So gratitude.
No, absolutely. I totally agree, Shelly. People ask me all the time, Barbie, how do you do it? How do you stay? Well, they ask me how I stay so young. But how do I, you know, how am I kept so well? And the only thing I can think of, to tell you the truth, is just a good heart and being thankful for things. Because, listen, when it says the simple things, you know, we don't understand how simple some of the simple things can be.
Oh, yes.
I went yesterday to Rocky Point District out in Clarendon to an area called Longwood, and we just gave away some care packages, myself and Asaf and his wife, along with Pernell Charles Jr. And these things, you want to see the kids. I give them a box of juice or something. And you have other kids, when them get box of juice, them not even business way in their box.
Yeah.
Like, and them all are telling me, I want that one.
Yeah, they don't like that one.
Yeah, but just to see these simple things, and honestly, I felt like if we went with nothing and we just went to see them, they would have just been happy to see us. Yeah, they would have been thankful, yes.
What about you, Tami?
Well, I definitely agree that gratitude is
A must.
focal point for my day, my life, everything. Literally, as I open my eye every morning, the first thing I say is thank you. Like, first thing, hands down. All if me sick, I say thank you because I could have never wake. So, you know how it goes. Simple things really are your blessings.
Yeah, well, you see, I think that, you know, the way life is right now, the world is worlding and life is life, and there's a lot of challenging things happening right now in the world. If you follow the news, the news very festive over there.
Yeah,
and if you see how much suffering is going on in the world, and even if we don't go so far and look closer into the spaces that we occupy, we can see people struggling and all of that.
Yes.
But one of the things that I try to do to keep my focus is to do something, because I tend to feel very helpless when I see the whole heap. It just coming like, what can I do in all of this chaos? And so what I try to do is to give back and to help and to do little things that I can do that I think will shape and
You
help
do
to
a
improve.
lot though, Shelley. You do, the little things that you do are so huge because, and I'm going to try not to get too emotional here, because in going to Rocky Point District yesterday, one of the things that I want to point out is that I called you Tuesday night and said to you that we're going, and asked you if you could contribute anything, and you gave us sanitary napkins, just like that. And even something like that, we know with period poverty, which is something that you've highlighted, we don't think about how simple that is. Like whoever thinks of not having a pad or sanitary napkins, access to those things. So, you know, you are definitely one of my gratitude reasons, my reasons for being so graciously thankful and everything. Those simple things that you do are big things. And if we all do simple little things, it becomes so big.
Yeah, man. So Tami, right now, you know, we're recovering from Hurricane Beryl, and, you know, there's a lot of things that we can do to help our communities. And so what do you see happening in your space?
Well, I'm actually from St. Elizabeth, not the side that was completely devastated. We did get little mash up. But on a wide scale between Manchester and St. Elizabeth, the devastation is really, like, it's vast. And people are heartbroken, but their spirits are still there. They're still grateful, you know. There are people who don't have no roof on them house, and they're like, you know, I still have the foundation, I can get back a roof, I can get back things. There are some people who have lost everything, and they are just soldiering it out.
Yes, ma'am.
And a lot of people are coming together to help as well, and I'm trying to organize stuff, so let's see how that goes.
Awesome. The resilience of Jamaican people. We'll talk more about that when we come back from the break.
Much time you spend with your son, so much money.
Welcome back to the round table this morning. The topic is summer playlist, simple things. Are my blessings? Taurus Valley and Contents, big tune, by the way. So we're talking about gratitude and just giving thanks and just being able to appreciate what we actually have while we work towards the things that we want to have.
Exactly.
And, you know, in the break, boy, them need to talk about one in the break when you know, on the commercial break. But in the break, we're talking about the practice of gratitude. Let's talk a little about that. What does it mean to practice gratitude?
I think to practice gratitude simply means, one, learning to say thank you. And I mean, just thank you. You don't have, it doesn't have to be to someone. Like sometimes I just say, thank you. Just breathing a sigh of thank you. Not a sigh of relief, but a sigh of thank you. Just thank you. You know.
Yeah, but what about some people need something to do? So gratitude journals have become a thing. I don't know who was the first person who introduced it, but I don't really keep a journal, but sometimes I'm in a funk. And when I'm in a funk, you know, I just feel cross and miserable and can't bother. And when I reach that level of can't botherness, sometimes to bring myself back, I have to start to refocus. I'm like, okay, Shelley, let's get some perspective. And I start to write down some things that I actually have. Because usually in that space, I'm frustrated about something that I'm trying to achieve. And so I would just write down some things that I'm actually grateful for. Is that something that you can relate to?
Very much. And sometimes, especially if you're having a rough time or a rough day, adverse time, for me, like, I am actually at one of those points in my life. Sometimes you have to take it very granular, very simple. So I open my eye and I say, all right, I'm not blind today. Give thanks. I'm like, all right, we can't hear. We hear bird outside, I'm not deaf, I'm not wake up deaf, nothing wrong with my ears, give thanks. So I really just kind of do a body scan and just go through, make sure everything I wear, nothing plug out, and I just give thanks.
So everything plug in, give thanks.
Because some people can't even buy the book to do the journaling, you know. But them eye work, them hand work. So
give thanks.
Just give thanks.
So let's talk about the effect that gratitude has on your mental health. Is that like a real thing?
Absolutely. It's a very, very, very real thing. It's a real thing on your mental health. It's a real thing for your physical health. It's a real thing. Like, gratitude actually can help your body start healing, and that includes your mind. Your mind is a very big part of that. Just as she would have said, as Tami said, find things to be thankful for, find things to be grateful for. It begins to shift your mood altogether. There's no way you can stay depressed and be thankful.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Barbie
true.
putting things on t-shirts this morning. That sounds like something to put on a t-shirt, man. Right across the front. Say it again. You can be. Right there.
There's no way to be depressed and thankful.
And to be fair, when you are depressed, it is hard to find something to be thankful for. So start with the basics. You live somewhere, the roof there, even if it's a leak, you have a roof. Give thanks. So just get as small, as granular as you can and find something, anything. Even if it's one thing a day, just implement that. It will change your life.
I kind of want to bring up the point that there's a lot of persons who are moving in a space of entitlement right now. And I notice it. I see it going on in the discourse on social media. You have some people who step into spaces and expect things to move to their liking and their wings certain way because they have a level of entitlement.
Yeah, that's
how does that interact with gratitude?
Tami, you take that one there because trust me, done some people in here this morning, right? Like, really? Like, who are you and where are you coming from and why?
Yes.
Like, why?
So I'll give you a perfect example, right? So I was watching this video on TikTok with this young lady who was talking about the facts. She talking to this dude and him give her, inviting her to lunch. No, tell her, I'm going to buy her lunch and he must send $5,000 go get her for buy lunch. And she's like, so where am I going with that? Like, I wonder if him knows this can't buy my lunch because...
Send it back. Send it back. That man can't tell her send it back because she would like eat patty at the time.
That's what I'm
talk about $5,000 can't buy her lunch.
First of all, big up patty.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, $5,000, you know how much patty we can buy with $5,000?
Plenty.
No patty we can buy with $5,000.
You can't send patty go for it.
We can't $5,000. Listen, we can't treat the entire office, we can't treat the whole floor with $5,000.
No, so the sense of entitlement, so where does that come from? Because I see it happening a lot. Like right now, people moving with a space like, okay, so I am here. You should be grateful that I came.
Yes, I'm in your presence.
I think it's kind of twofold. So it's a bit of a cultural thing. We're in a space right now where things are easier than they were for our parents and grandparents before us. So we're kind of used to a softer life. It may not necessarily be the soft life, but we're a little bit more used to that.
As much.
So because we're not struggling as much, we expect that there shouldn't be any struggle at all. And then there's also the fact that you have people setting boundaries and hearing about, oh, you need to stand up for yourself, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. So now they take it to a next level, and they're like, oh, well, me can't do this, or you can't say this to me, and you must give me all the world. And you're like,
do you know who I am?
That's not really how it works.
Yes. Oh, but that's the question. Do you know who I am? No, actually, I don't. Who are you?
Who are you?
The last person who asked me that was a gentleman trying to introduce himself, and I was like, if you're having memory issues, I'm not the person. He was not pleased with that response.
Listen, I think it's important.
That's why.
I think it's important to just to adapt an attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
Definitely.
And if you adapt to an attitude of gratitude, then when the hard times hit, when the depression hits, and when things happen, it's a lot easier to find a space to be thankful and grateful in,
Yeah.
right? So people who don't practice it really don't know how to draw for it, right? So it becomes something that's in your bag of things, Shelly, that somebody is literally frustrating you in a space,
Yeah.
and instead of you responding in anger and just, you're just
With
like,
the
you know
clap
what?
back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Thank
don't
you.
have to clap back, but you know,
Yeah.
Yes.
we're gonna have to
Sometimes
take
you have
another
to
break,
step
and we
away.
will be back after this.
After this, with a clap back.
Not to... Thank you so much for staying with us. Interesting things, interesting times. You know, it's almost time to wrap things up in this particular conversation. And we're talking about gratitude, of course. So let us talk about our final thoughts. And I'm going to start with our nice guest who's been spending time with us this morning. Tami, what are your final thoughts this morning?
My final thoughts on gratitude is keep it simple. Don't try to do what you see people doing on the internet. You have to spread out towel and lie down in a sun and all these kind of things. Just open your eye, give thanks, take a breath, give thanks. Add something each day if you feel like, but if that is enough for you, then keep it simple. Just give thanks.
Yeah.
Yes. My final thoughts is that, you know, gratitude is an attitude. And if you adapt to it that way and you practice gratitude, there is no way you won't be able to draw for it, and it becomes a part of who you are, as opposed to something that you have to learn and constantly be reminded to do all the time, because it's a part of your attitude. It becomes a part of your character and who you are.
Yeah. I think it's very important also to thank the people who help you, the people who are there for you, the people who show up for you. A lot of times we take these people for granted because they are always there, and we act like they're always going to be there. While you have them in your life, love on them, show them gratitude, and let them know what they mean to you and the impact that they have on your life.
Amen.
Gratitude is important, and sometimes you have to direct it somewhere.
That's right.
All right? That is a wrap for the Thursday edition of the Roundtable. Special thanks to Tami. Say your name again.
Tami Tsansai.
Tami Tsansai, editor of Rights and Culture, for joining us in our conversation today. Enjoy the rest of your day. And as you go forward in the world, remember to be good, be on purpose. Take care, walk good, give thanks.
Bye.
Simple things, them are your blessing. You better notice your blessing. We've got life, so let's live. You make the time to chase the paper. When last you say your prayer. We've got life, so let's live. And while you're worshiping your treasure, remember nothing lasts forever. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice your blessings. The simple things, them are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice your blessings.